Ah, hello and welcome back to Honkai Impact 3rd. Series Magical Quest. That's gonna have to wait until I finish 34. What is it, 35? I remember. Well, actually, not really finished, but finish the group of chapters. Who's around? Yeah, I could not get Hersh of Truth. At least not yet. So yeah. What is this? Star of Eden anti-entropy. Oh, okay. Not sure if I actually want that. For Hersh of reason. You know what? Let's just do a wish for funds. Well, nothing new, but stuff. Got 500, I can get this, which is useless. Ah, skin. Skin is useful. This? Maybe this, but nah. I'd rather skin. Skin is forever. Kono Navi. Very good. Sim Battle Infinity Abyss, I'll do that in my own time. Alright. Right. Let's get this done. Let's make it snappy. 5 to 9. Man, I only did 4, and that took 3 hours, by God. 35-5. Finality of Destiny. Unchanging Rut. Since you think you can succeed, try to bring those results to me. Alright. Save your current progress and begin this stage. Zoom from the latest progress. "50,000 years. When expressed as a number, its sheer length becomes difficult to grasp. Yet some said every story on this planet could be measured by 3 years. Whether someone could be your friend or lover for life, a moment could be remembered, a venture could succeed. Everything could be tested in 3 years. 50,000 years was long enough for these life-changing moments to occur 17,000 times. And the two worlds separated by this time span would be entirely different. The people of that ancient age faced a strange world that the people of today could not understand. They followed strange rules in their daily life. One must, above all, pardon these unhappy souls who choose to go on a pilgrimage on foot, who walk along the shore, and who look without understanding upon the horror of the struggle, and the deep sorrow of the vanquished. Did I defeat them all? There was no doubt that the girl was the winner now, but just like the people of this era, she felt nothing but fear in her heart. The reason was simple. They knew that all victories were temporary, just like the girl's situation now. With extreme caution, the girl recalled the bitter battle earlier, and started to take stock of her injuries. Before, she was surrounded by numerous monsters in this abandoned research facility, or at least it seemed abandoned. And the remains next to her indicated the current progress of the battle. However, the girl could still recall that shadowy existence, whose appearance was difficult to make out, and the fear that she felt before lingered. Yeah, of course it's not abandoned. That's how she got surrounded by monsters. より強い敵がまだ近くにいます。あまりにも恐ろしい敵ですね。このまま放っておくわけにはいきません。崩壊は必ず消し去ってみせます。I don't know if they're just extremely weak or if they buffed up this Fuhua. But yeah, that never happens. 気配から察するに、もうすぐ出口に着くようですね。急がなければ。I wonder how strong Fuhua is canonically. Because she doesn't seem strong in the actual game. さっき感じた力はケビンのものなんですか？君なのか、フワ。Is she still thinking? 崩壊は必ず消し去ってみせます。She's gonna fight him. フワ、僕だ。ケビンだ。崩壊。気をつけろ。気を抜くな。なぜまた現れているのかはわからないが、すまないフワ。今の君を止めるにはこうするしかない。いれ。Same move again. 楽にしてくれ、フワ。これ以上、君が自分を傷つけないようにした。ただそれだけだ。心配ない。ここからは
メイが全てを解決する。君は決して怪物ではない。今も、この先もだ。
She turned into a monster here. To the girl, that past event ended this way. When she awoke again, she was submerged in a life support chamber. She could only feel the pain in her torso, and did not even have the strength to open her eyes. She only learned the truth of what happened a long time after.
つまり、何があっても今後はあの力を使ってはいけないということですね。
Cannot
そ
use
の
that
通りよ。
power.
ただ一つ例外があるの。あなた以外の火を追うがたちが全滅した時よ。でももしそうなってしまったら、使うかどうかなんて些細な問題でしかないわね。
それでこれは一
So what's the
体
point of it?
何が起こっているんですか？
まだ確かなことは言えない。でも、最もあり得るのは、戒律と類似した特性を持つ心音が、あなたの体に影響を与えた際に予想外の変化が起こった。もしかしたら、それはあなた自身の執念が引き起こしたのかもしれないわね。崩壊を消滅させることは、あなたにとって選択じゃなくて、ほぼ逆らえないある種の本能になっているの。
That's why she would target other
融合戦士はもともと崩
mantises.
壊の力を借りて生まれた存在。
Yes.
だからもし自身を掌握する気を緩めてしまったら、あなたは本能に刺激され、崩壊にまつわるあらゆる存在を思うがままに破壊し尽くすでしょう。もちろん仲間とあなた自身も
Even
その中
yourself.
に含まれるはずよ。無理して使えば残される結末はただ一つのみ。周囲の全てを滅ぼした後は自身を敵視し、迷うことなく攻撃を仕掛けるの。彼らの再生能力から考えれば、あなたは重傷を負っても素早く回復できるはず。つまりあなたは永遠にそのループへと陥る。
Perpetual hell. The girl could not retort. The memories of the past flooded back to her once again. She resorted to using active Honkai reaction for the first time, not so long ago. It did destroy a large number of enemies, but it also brought destruction that could not be tolerated. That's right, that research facility was not abandoned, but destroyed by her, its guardian. And the most powerful monster she had been chasing was herself. Because of this coincidental accident, nobody else had ever seen how she looked when she used active Honkai reaction. And for the moths who heard of the incident, they were perhaps interested in checking their archives, but about that figure. Even as the strongest, Kerbin also went through active Honkai reaction to tame that figure. All they learned was a name. Garuda. In the spiritual item, the battle between the girls and the wielder of finality continued. And they had achieved victory, temporarily. Just as in the previous brief encounter, the absence of Swara made it possible for this figure to appear in this world again. It's just in a dream though, isn't it? At this moment, The man still spoke from habit and called her by this familiar name, even though he knew, as he uttered that name, that the person before him was completely different from who she was in the past.
四季の律者、天元の者、その全てが目くらましだったということか。
Or just distractions. Is this actually what?
四季の律者は本気で劣ることなく正面から渡り合えると考えていたかもしれません。でもあなたを倒すことが私たちの目的ではありません。もちろんそれを果たす力も持ち合わせていません。
The words from her seemed ironic. After all, just earlier, she had used the power of active Honkai reaction and made the surrounding space an uncanny chaos with just one blow.
全力を尽くしても私にできるのはあなたに宿った終焉の力を揺らすことだけです。
何しろ狙いは僕ではなかった。
As he said that, the man turned his gaze to the torchlight in Fu Hua's hand. He saw through its appearance and knew its true form. It was an object that had always been with him.
そういうことか。幾度の試みを重ね、凡俗の手段を使ってでも終焉の力に挑んできたのは、ただ僕の影を手に入れるため。道理で天元の者は全力を使わなかったのか。デュランダルは自分の武器を君に貸したんだな。
ええ。たとえ人為的崩落の力でも空間そのものには歯が立ちません。彼らが与えてくれた力ももちろん欠かせませんが、形なきものを切り落とすのであれば聖剣のような力も同じく重要な役割を持っています。
君もそれを聖剣と呼ぶのか。
Hearing a different name for that weapon reminded him of the time when he heard it was created. Before his successor ended drifting in the sea of Quanta and learned to harness its power, it was another ambitious creation of the moths. In its complete form, it could even cut through space itself. Holy sword. He had deviated from the original goal of manipulating microscopic particles further than it had from its name. The same could be said for many things after 50,000 years, and he was no exception.
スターアンカーが僕をターゲットにしていると判断し、かわそうとした瞬間、君はそれを使って僕の影を一部切り取った。しかし、もっと意外だったのは、君がそれの本質を知っていることだ。
As the man said, that shadow behind him, surging with hundreds of beasts, was also seen by a certain agent of the world serpent recently. Other than a cry of honor, of horror.
そうですね。
What?
何しろこういうことは私の得意分野ではありません。
But other than a cry of horror, she could not learn anything about the nature of that shadow.
このことにおいて、私はあなたのよく知っているフアと比べてそう変わっていません。私はただ他人の指示通りに行動しているだけです。その影があなたと分裂することで松明になるだなんて予想外でした。でもこの時代には同じように天才的な頭脳を持った人たちがいます。たとえバラバラな情報であっても欠点を見抜くことができます。そうすることで私もあなたが支払った代価を知ることができました。ケビン、終焉の力を支配することは見せているほど楽なものではありませんね。彼女たちは最初その影を成婚計画を実行した後に生まれたあなた自身の夢の具現だと思っていました。しかしそれはありえないことだと私は知っています。戒律の存在によって あなたは数万年も前に夢を見るという客観視する能力を失っています。
それがどうした？
ですので、ただの推測かもしれませんが、自身が終焉の律者であることを否定している以上、可能性は十分にあります。あなたが今置かれている状況は、おそらく私が心音を持った状態で人為的崩落を使った時の結末と大して変わらないのでしょう。何らかの方法で終焉の力を手にしても、律者ではない以上、あなた自身も普通の人たちと同じくそれを受け止めきれない。つまりその力はあなたの肉体を少しずつ破壊していく。そしてキマイラの最終的な産物である以上、体内にも同じく彼らの因子があるはず。それも私以上にキマイラの特性が適用されているのでしょう。それゆえにあなたの体は、言い方を変えれば、あなたと融合した貝の崩壊獣が常に破壊され、同時に絶え間なく再生しているような状態に陥っている。いわゆる影とは、簒奪者であるあなたのムクロ。それはその崩壊獣たちの最後の夢でもあるのです。それと私が感知してたように、それは終焉の眉による本物の権能がもたらす追撃すらも受けてます。実際にこの瞬間も、私が必死に人為的崩落の姿を維持しなければ、一瞬でその力に跡形もなく消されるでしょう。ケビン、確かにあなたは嘘をついていませんが、あなたは曖昧な表現で自分の現状を巧妙に隠していました。今この時点で人間としての基本的な感情と知能を維持できているだけで十分奇跡と言えます。
どうやら先ほどの自己評価はいささか謙遜しすぎたようだ。
ということは図星ですね。
人類という種が支払った代価から考えれば、
Can't read that
語りが
name.
足りないものだ。そうなると今この時に
So Kevin is
僕と決着
technically
をつける
already
以外
dead.
に他の選択肢も用意していると。
ええ、そういう眉からの追撃は確かに恐ろしいものですが、角度を変えて考えると、それを遡ってたどっていけば終焉の眉のありかを確認できます。そしてそれはあなたから終焉の力を奪い取る機会でもあります。そう考えれば、その事実がもたらす可能性は以前の私たちが考えていた状況よりよっぽどマシです。
ここまでするとは確かに素晴らしい。
Yeah, they do talk a lot in Honkai.
あの子たちをそれほど
Almost too
信頼
much.
している理由は何だ。例えば君が僕のようにその力を一時的に引き受けられるかどうかについては、それを手にするまでおそらく確信できないだろう。
ええ。でもケビン、彼女たちはただの子供ではなく、一つの時代なんです。 その事実に関して彼女たちとあなたに違いはありません。それに戦場で律者たちと戦った私たちと比べて年齢もそう変わりません。
こんな醜い勝利でもかつての日々で全力を尽くして得たものだと君は知っている。少しでも間違いが生じれば全てをやり直す必要がある。僕たちには3度目の機会などもう訪れはしない。彼女たちがより揺るぎない姿で僕を乗り越えない限り、僕は君たち全員の終焉であり続ける。
ケビン、
He wants them to
あなたも
surpass him.
私も全
That's
部
what
の
he's
人
hoping for.
間たちは衝動的になりがちだったのかもしれません。時には
In a sense, it's just a
感
carto.
性的な要素のために何もかもを捨て去ったことすらありました。ですが私たちが情に流されることは一度もありません。
つまり君たちはチャンスを求めているのではなく、勝てると見込んでいるのか。
The girl gave no answer. She must not, in any form, let Kevin realize the whole of their plan. After all, even if Kevin was lenient, he was still capable of extinguishing the fire before it could spread. Their insistence on absolute ironically led them to the same destination.
それでいい。何はどうあれ、この長い一日もそろそろ終わりを迎えるべきだ。
It's only just been one day.
君の言う通りだ。僕たちは情に流されはしない。
I can't believe the
君
whole
と戦いた
thing
くはないが、
only took one.
影を再び取り戻せるのなら僕はそうする。先の一戦は君たちの勝ちだ。もし君と共にその影をここで殺してしまえば話は別だが。
あなたなら知っているはずです。私はあなたを恐れていません。
初めから僕たちは生死をめぐって争っているわけではない。僕は結果のみを重んじる。君たちが自分たちにできると信じているなら、その結末を僕の前まで持ってくるといい。
Out of habit, the man looked up and gazed afar in search of the moon, despite being inside the spiritual atom. There's no moon in your dream. Even everything started here, and everything would end here. The man had that premonition. But he also said,
たとえ未来を変えられなくても、私はその結果にたどり着くまでの過程を自分で決めたい。かつての彼女はそう言った。だが僕にはできない。それは君たちが何を試そうとしているかを気にしない理由でもある。どう始まったか、どう進んだかなど関係なく、どう終わるかは僕がこの手で決める。
That's if you still had the power of finality.
テレサさん、心の準備はできてるだろう。例えば自分の手で全てを決めるとか、そういった覚悟が。
いいえ、正直に言って自分の方法なら必ず夢の主を現実に戻せるって誰も保証できないし、だから計画がうまくいくよう私もちょっと強めな準備をしておくわ。
夢を飲み込むビシュヌの力を使うのかい？
Just eat up their dream.
初めて精魂空間に入った時に
Force them out.
自分の夢を飲み込んだの。だからもし収拾がつかなくなったら目覚めたくない人たちの夢を躊躇なく飲み込むわ。人類の心と歴史の中に入ったからにはその未来のために責任を負わなければならない。それに少なくともエネルギーで夢を爆発させるよりはずっと安全よ。
Suppose.
思うがままにやりなさい、テレサ。他人を導くことはできる。でも
代わりに歩むことはできないとはいえ、無条件で誰か一人のわがままに付き合う義務なんてないわ。どちらにせよ、この全ての結果は人類が背負わなければならない歴史と未来になる。だからテレサ、あんたはあんた自身を信じればいいの。
ありがとう。もし必要であれば、私は誰かを代表して選択するわ。そう言ったけれど、その時が永遠に来ないことを私は願ってる。
Fortunately, the fellow humans she visited did not let her down. After breaking through several layers of dreams, the cloud of apprehension that loomed over her heart dissipated.
フカたちなら必ず成功するわ。リタの計画によると、みんなは何とかしてケビンから影のかけらを奪取するはず。その後私はキマイラと同じ源を持つビシュヌの力で影にいる崩壊獣の残夢を飲み込み、終焉の眉の本当の場所を探す。
A distant voice pierced the space and interrupted her diffused musings.
ちょっとあなたたち、ぼーっとしてる場合じゃないでしょ。
式の律者、あなたたちは成功したの？
もちろん、私を誰だと思ってるの？ちゃんと受け取って。
Catch. A flame rose from the void, landed in Teresa's arms. It danced about silently, appearing bright and harmless. However, at the core of the flame, there was a cold and distorted force that, like countless formless blades, pierced her skin and bones. It seemed as if her soul was being churned up and dissolved into the same void as the dream. Wait, why are you giving it to her? Wouldn't this kill her?
これが本当の終焉の力なの？テレサ学園長？テレサ学園長、どうしたんですか？
バカ、彼女に触っちゃダメ。知りたいわけ？部活に近づいたら私たちのあの力に同化してしまうわよ。
でもゼーレン、心配しないで。大丈夫よ。そうよね。フカも式の律者も、あのケビンでさえも同じ苦しみを味わったはず。だったら私もきっと大丈夫。
これぐらいなんともない。ケビンの全力の一撃とは比べ物にならないでしょ。今の世代の人ってば全く。待って違う。あなたたち気をつけて。
Violent noises broke out from all around them. In an instant, Celia and Teresa were surrounded by Honkai beasts. They're after the flame.
しつこいな。
これは
Oh look, I'm hurt.
一体どういうこと？
あいつらはその炎目当てで来たんだ。3人で手分けして行動して振り切ったと思ったら、まさかあなたたちのところへ。
ゼーレ、今こいつらを倒せるのは。
そうだ、周りの崩壊獣を早く倒さないと。その炎の塊はあいつらの夢でいっぱいになって消えてしまうと思って、ネゲントロピーの2人が言ってた。
そういう大事なことは次は早く言ってちょうだい。でもますます多くなってきています。
そんなのほっといて。あなたたちはあのなんちゃら眉の場所を見つけるって言ってたでしょ。それならその炎を消させないでよ。
Alright, is that good?
もういい。ゼーレン、早く私に代わって。
No. Ah, force switch.
本当に命知らずよね。まるで雨上がりのアリのように愚かでちっぽけで何かわしい。来れば来るほど死んでいくだけだっていうの。 テレサに一歩も近寄らせないわよ。
What's this?
全部
Switchback?
消えなさい。
Meanwhile, Teresa huddled tightly with the flame burning silently before her chest. No matter how the flame licked her bones and spirit, she didn't let go. Even so, the flame gradually dimmed.
どうしよう。崩壊獣は四方八方から絶えず襲ってきてる。どれだけ倒しても倒しきれない崩壊獣の夢が影に入っていくわ。ガラス瓶の中に入ってる放っておかれたろうそくのように、このままじゃいつか炎は消えてしまう。もし私の力がもっと強ければ一気に飲み込むことができるはず。
As a Vishnu that grew by devouring, she must first ingest to increase her strength. And these imaginary scraps were not easy to digest. The complete Vishnu of the legends might be different, but as Teresa, she was unable to regain strength by battling.
もっと強くなりたい。ちょっとだけでも。
Silver speckles of light suddenly gathered around her hands.
ここは一般人の夢。
Back in the stigma space, she had devoured her multi-layered dream at once, and thus obtained the power to escape from dreams. And now, countless sweet dreams were floating around her hands. She gotta eat them. Teresa finally realized that this space filled with countless human dreams was a vast sea of treasures for her. Eat them all!
結局こうしなければならないのね。
Yes. Wake them all up. After going in circles, fate placed the decision that she had hesitated to make at the beginning back in her hands. As she had promised before, she finally had to choose between the ideal and the future of humanity. And ironically, what she now needed to, could, and must devour were not those stubborn elements that prevented the dream cluster from disintegrating, but the most mundane dreams of ordinary people. Schools, parks, stadiums, daily necessities, game consoles, and electric guitars. The dreams made no sound, as if they were waiting for Teresa to decide their fate.
私の手にあるのは人類の未来。人類最後の希望になるかもしれない。これは彼女たちが命がけで手に入れてくれた唯一のチャンス。絶対無駄にはしたりしない。
She made her decision in an instant.
ゼーレ、ちょっと手伝ってちょうだい。テレサ学園長。
As if realizing what Teresa was to do, the stigma spirit returned the body to Quantum's daughter.
覚えているわ。ここに入ったばかりの時に試したように、あなたには夢を感知して引き寄せる力があるでしょ。
Track them all into my mouth.
それならもっと多くの夢を引き寄せることはできる。つまり全ての夢を崩壊獣の出現範囲から離れたところへ。持っていけってことですか？でもそれじゃ学園長が一人でどんどん湧いてくる崩壊獣と対峙することになってしまいます。それに学園長の力は確か。大丈夫。夢の干渉さえなければあいつらくらい全て倒せるわ。説明している暇はないの。ゼーレ、私を信じて。知ってるわ。あなたならできるって。はい、テレサ学園長、任せてください。
Dreamlands flitted like glowing fireflies and receded with the girl's figure.
それじゃあ、私が代わりに前線に出るわ。ゼーレ、
Oh, I was about to get a new Teresa battlesuit.
ゼーレ、やっぱりやってくれたのね。
Told her to.
夢を飲み込んで強くなることはできない。飲み込む対象を失ったから。生死の瀬戸際で臆病な決断をするよりも今の方がマシです。全ての人を守るなんて本当に難しいことよね。私は力も心も強くない。ふさわしいリーダーでもなければ立派な戦士とも言えない。人類が運命の十字路に立たされた時、私は誰も傷つけたくはないし、彼らの全てを救うこともできない。そして私はただためらうばかりで前に進めない。でも無理やりの決断、それもまた決断よね。そうでしょ。
I guess she's a mantis.
諦めたりはしない。
Now that I think about it.
誰一人代価にしたりはしない。それはテレサである、天命の司教である私の決断なの。だから最後の手を使う時が来た。
Last
その
delivery.
炎は消えたりはしない。
She's gonna eat it?
自分の力でここの残滓を排除してみせる。血騎士月光、制限解除。私の骨を、私の血と肉をすべてあなたの糧にしなさい。
Limiter
リシュヌ。
unleashed.
それで現地の住民に反対されて任務を中止したの？
わからない奴らよね、愚民が。
そんなこと言わないで。眼識のない一般人にとって天命の偉大な事業は理解しにくいのよ。司教様も言ってたじゃない？一般人には寛容にって。あら、こんにちは、テレサ様。
こんにちは、アガサ。
テレサ様、人違いですよ。私は極東支部第一小隊のヘレンです。先週会ったばかりですよね。
ごめんなさい。何も違わない。それぞれに違う名前があって違う顔をしているのに、言ってることとしてることはみんな同じ。まさか本当におじいさまが言ったようにみんなはただ他人の歴史を繰り返してるだけなの？まるで私のように。
ここの夜景綺麗ね。
どうして？
Well, it sounds like hair.
窓からこぼれる光は綺麗だと思わない？
それは一般的な蛍光灯でしょ。明度も低いし飾りも華麗なものじゃない。天命本部の照明とは全然比べ物にならないわ。
でもその光が暖かいのよ。一つの光は一つの過程を表してる。似たような光でも違う色を映してる。光の主人は誰？どんな物語があるの？誰かを待ってるのかしら。そんなことを思うとこの夜景が守られて本当に嬉しいのよ。
説教は終わりました？
外で作戦に参加するより疲れたわ。あの子たちったら安心できる子が一人もいなくて。
若いですからね。元気があるのもわからなくはないんですけど。
あなたの考え方が羨ましいわ。毎日あの子たちと知恵比べをしてたら疲れて死ぬか噴死するかのどっちかになっちゃいそう。
あら、先月の始業式ではこうおっしゃってたじゃないですか。バルキリーたちが死と隣り合わせて戦っているのは一般人が自由に生きていくためって。
あの子たちは一般人じゃないでしょ。
違うんですか？はいはい、落ち着いてください。
私たちの優しい学園長一緒に一杯いかがですか？
In the hazy dream, the past appeared and disappeared in bursts, like the starlight in the sea. Is her life flashing before her eyes? Teresa's mind was like a boat on the sea, drifting aimlessly in the abyss of the spiritual world.
あの時の私は何を考えていたのかしら。よく覚えてないわ。だってあの時より私はだいぶ変わったもの。あの子たちのおかげだわ。
Why does she sound
あの
older?
子たちがこの世界のことをもう一度教えてくれた。そして私は他の人と同じようでいて同じじゃないってことを知った。私ったら何を考えてるのかしら。本当に死んじゃうわけでもないのに。
The flames stopped dancing and burned silently. Teresa could clearly feel the burning warmth, and the bone-piercing cold stopped disturbing her mind. At some point, she started to feel her limbs again.
終わったの？でも完全な人為的崩落を経験した後だもの。私も今までの姿じゃなくなってるはずよね。
Alright. Active Honkai reaction is this to be able to sustain that the flame. That's right. And Teresa could actually go through it with it as well.
帰ったらリタたちは私だってわかるかしら。どうやら過ちを犯さない良い司教になることは簡単じゃないようね。
Wonder what she looks like. Anyway, after much hesitation, Teresa slowly opened her eyes. We actually see her. She looks pretty much the same, actually. She did not see the sharp claws she had been expecting. She saw a pair of hands belonging to a girl, whose fingers were slender and whose nails were round, like all teenagers approaching adulthood. Does she look exactly like Cullen or something? She had seen this scene countless times in dreams, but had never thought that she'd actually fulfill a wish that had long been buried in memories in this scene.
私は大人になったの。
She grew! The gift forgotten by fate returned to her in such a surprising form after she had forgotten it for decades. Even in this time of crisis, she wanted to cry and laugh at the same time.
これもまたみんなの祝福なのかしら。
The howling of Honkai beasts came from far away once more.
来なさい。何度も何も残らないように飲み込んであげるわ。私はテレサ・アポカリプス、天命の大司教よ。
Now you're calling
こ
Kashlana.
の距離なら大丈夫だよね。テレサ学園長の方はどうなってるのかな。
良くない状況かもしれないわね。
Here.
どうしたの？私のこと覚えてないのかしら？
のこのこと姿を現すなんてね。いいわ。今度は骨の髄まで染み込むほどの恐怖を味わわせてあげる。
はあ、相変わらず短気なのね。
ゼーレ、
彼女は？前に連絡が取れない状態になったことを覚えてる？つまりそれが彼女の仕業だったの？心配しないでゼーレ。もうすぐ彼女は自分のしたことを後悔することになるから。
The woman who had returned the name Hare looked at the two who tensed up at the sight of her and smiled helplessly. She felt that she still lacked the ability to make friends.
あなたたちの今の気持ちはわかるわ。私はみんなのことをあまり分かってなくて、過ちを犯してしまった。でも、今はそんなことを話してる場合じゃないのかもしれないわ。だって、あなたの仲間が危険な目に遭ってるかもしれないわよ。
テレサ学園長？ちょっと、テレサに何をしたの？
あら、誤解よ。私はただの関係ない通りすがりだもの。何もしてないし、あなたたちに協力するつもりもないわ。でも、あなたたちが聞きたい情報をちょうど知ってたりするわね。
変な小細工を考えない方がいいわよ。
本当に何も考えてないわ。私が知ってる限りでは、この夢の迷宮であなたたちを助けられる人がちょうど一人いると思うの。どうかしら？再び夢に入って探してみる？もし信じてくれたら嬉しいわ。だって私は誠実な人だもの。それじゃあまたね。
あなた、
誤解しないで。本当はただこういう世界には長居できないだけなの。
Hare smiled. Said Hare returned her name, and her body gradually blurred, ultimately becoming a dreamlike glow that vanished before Sally's eyes. Just like when she appeared. Wonder who it is. The world began in chaos. In the chaotic dreamland, the girl slept in chaos. Hyperion? Countless silk-thin threads were scattered around her, their tender touches evoking her thoughts. There was a complete story in each thread, cycling as the clock went. From the girl and the battleship at dusk, to the origin and finality under the starry sky. This was how everything existed in the pseudo-time crystal. Yeah, pseudo-time crystal. In the haziness of thoughts, she heard someone calling. Yeah, Sally.
誰？そこにいるのは？
It is Hyperion.
また未来を見てしまったの？
The blurry figure turned sideways toward her, lips moving slightly as if telling her something.
あなたは誰？何を伝えようとしてるの？
As if aware of the girl's state, the figure shook their head and then faded out of focus.
待って、せめて顔だけでも。
Yeah, that's not the skin I got.
どこ？何があったの？
After temporary confusion, she came to her senses and remembered everything that had happened before she was caged in the dream.
だから今は逆に自分の夢の中にいるってこと？何もないけど。そうだよね。疑似時間結晶から生まれた私の行動の仕方はまるで人間が夢を見ているようなものなんだから。だから私を夢に閉じ込めても新しい夢は見れない。だって私はただの物語の記録者で創造者ではないから。
Yeah, I'm
それよ
recording.
りここから脱出する方法を早く見つけよう。メイちゃんたちはどうなったのかな。でも私がこの前見た未来だと
彼女たちは無事脱出してるはず。違う。何かとても大事なことを忘れてるような気がする。
You forgot about Teresa.
暗い。このままじゃ何も見えない。どうやって脱出すればいいの？
Light up surroundings. With the finality, power finality.
何？誰が何をしたの？
Is it me that's doing it? The captain is
偶
here.
然かな。やっぱり早く出口を探そう。私の夢ってこんな風になってるんだ。これは
It's you! What? There's something weird about
ど
this.
うして？よし、続けて進もう。
What the hell was I trying to do? Waste my time? Shit.
広い。私の存在に関わる物語がないからかな。本当に悲しい発見だね。おかしいね。こっちも阻まれてるなんて。あれ？どういうこと？
Someone turned off the lights. Oh. Feels like Stanley Parable, actually.
全然心当たりがない。
No, no, no. You're getting somewhere. No, no hints.
このままじゃいつまで閉じ込められたままでいればいいんだろう。早くここを離れないと。
Nope, no hints.
ここはまるで果てがないみたいだね。出口が見つからない。
Alright, fine, I'll give a hint. Well, that's a pretty big hint.
おかしいよ。なんでここに崩壊獣がいるのかな。ここは私の夢じゃなかったの？
Yes, and you dream of Honkai beasts.
まあいい。考えてる余裕なんてないよね。まずは戦おう。
Eh. She can destroy it.
どっちへ進もうかな。違う。こっちでもない。
No hints. What happens if I go left? Would it appear over there? Nice.
Nanda なんだか妙な直感が働いたかも。
No hints. Doesn't even work. Oh, there we go.
早くここを離れないと。
Oh, it's hurting her. Oh well.
これはまるで誰かが直接意識に話しかけてるみたい。
Forward.
この先が出口だよね。ありがとう。さっきからずっと案内してくれてるよね。あなたはずっと私たちのことを見てる。そうでしょ？
Nothing.
わかりやすいヒントだったしね。私の存在のあり方は特別だから、この世界の異常をより感じやすくなってるの。それで、あなたが時間なの？
No. I'm equilibrium. Time? It seems like our understanding of time is a little different.
私が見たのは、あなたの目に映る物語だよね。誕生した瞬間から、私の目に映る世界は、並行する無数の時間に切り分けられてる。果てのない時間の中で、私は数えきれないほどの過去と未来を経験して、数えきれないほどの似たような物語を見届けてきた。物語はそれぞれ違い、長いものも短いものもあった。あるものは月下美人のようにすぐに消えたし、あるものは小川のようにより遥かな未来へと通じていた。唯一変わってないのは、私が注目してきた、ずっと見守ってきた物語の未来なんだ。最近になってようやく分かったの。こういう時間は誰かのためだけに存在するって。一人の人間が加わるたびに物語に新しい輪廻が生まれる。その人は私と同じく物語の一部始終を見届け、より遠い未来を見てみたいと思ってる。その人が選択するたびに物語は少しずつ書き換えられて、その人だけの表情を見せる。それはあなたなの？あるいはあなたたちなの？
All the players. All the captains. You can put it that way.
やっぱりね。こんにちは。時間の起点と終点。すべての物語の起源。まさか、あなたたちとこんな形で会えるなんて。今まではずっと物語の見届け人として、数えきれないほどの過去と未来の可能性の間をさまよってきた。でも、そういったすべての生存者に会えるなんて思ってもみなかったよ。本当に感動できるシーンだよね。そして今、あなたたちがここに現れたってことは、私が見たあの未来はもう手の届く場所にある。そうだよね。
You're right, sure, yeah. Whatever you say. Although to me, you're the creator. Well, you're just like me, a witness. Witness to this game story. But I guess it's about relative perspective. You should witness that ending together with them. I want to witness that ending together with them. You should.
彼女たちの物語を見たら、見て見ぬふりをする人なんていないって知ってたよ。だって、それは長くて美しい物語だからね。何も知らなかった少女は、つまずきながらも数えきれないほどの笑顔と涙を経験して、やがて頼もしいバルキリーになっていった。お疲れ様、よくやったねって言ってあげたいでしょ。そしてこう伝えたい。
This is a story you all created. It's a story we created.
そうだね。どうやら私はやっぱり あなたのために生まれた命みたい。ありがとう。あなたと一緒にいた長い物語もやっと思い出せたよ。
Oops. At the end of the long and winding road appeared a light, like a guide in a foggy dream. In her hazy thoughts, she heard an echo of the future again. But unlike before, the mechanical girl knew where this echo came from. She knew that as long as that person reached out to her, time will synchronize again, be it for that person or for herself. And so, she fervently grabbed that ray of light. As gently as she could, she gripped the person's wrist.
ありがとう。今度はあなたが私を案内する番だよね。
あなたはあの時漁師の海にいた。
どいて、あなたは何者なの？
もう一人のゼーレに今のあなた。はじめまして。あなたの勘は鋭かったよ。
She's an alien.
私がここに属さないって気づいたなんて。でも心配しないで。悪意はないんだ。私に呼びかけるあなたたちに気づいたからここに現れることができたの。そしてあなたたちの呼びかけのおかげで私は夢の檻から解放されたんだ。だから恩返しとして喜んで助けてあげる。
そうだ、テレサ学園長が。
問題ないよ。彼女の全てを夢で見たから彼女は大丈夫。でも確かに助けが必要だと思う。さあ一緒に彼女がまだクリアしてないことをやり遂げよう。
The space in front of them seemed distorted and abstract, like a dissolving soap bubble.
怖がらないで。これはちょっとした移動技術だよ。ただ虚数空間でしか力を発揮できないからあなたたちの役にはあんまり立てないんだ。
Portal? As everything before them returned to normal, they were back in the space where they had parted ways with Teresa. The aggressive Honkai beasts were nowhere to be seen, and a small figure lay nearby. You get to see how she looks like? They still recognize her. Sally rushed forward and helped the weakened girl up from the ground.
大丈夫。気を失ってるだけよ。
A faint flame was dancing quietly at her chest. Even while unconscious, Teresa had her arms tightly folded, carefully protecting the flame in front of her chest. Although it had become as weak as a candle flame, it still burned steadily, as if it would never be extinguished.
お疲れ様、テレサちゃん。後のことは私たちに任せて。
The mechanical girl held her hand out to the flame. The moment she touched the flame, several faint glows floated away from behind Teresa. They were human dreamlands that Sally could not take away, and they were left behind.
力尽きてもあなたは人間たちの夢を守ってたんだね。本当によかった。あなたはやり遂げたよ。
Still protecting their dreams,
こういった全てを感じ取れなくても
so she didn't devour
本能
them.
は未来への憧れはやがてこの世界に新たな奇跡をもたらす。彼らが私に授けたこの力のように。
The shadow in her hand started burning fiercely, almost bright enough to illuminate the entire dream space. Meanwhile, at the Salt Lake base, the surveillance instruments let out a loud roar, and the usually organized laboratory was thrown into chaos.
ロサ頭、成し遂げたわよ。
They found it,
早く虚数空間にいるキアナたちに連絡を取って。終焉の眉の座標が分かったわ。
two more. Through the countless samsaras, Humans had found the cocoon's whereabouts for the first time. Those passive existences who looked upon the world from a higher dimension, what would they think of this unprecedented change? But rather than those intangible existences,
もしもし聞こえてる？ずっと待機してたお子ちゃまたち。
little ones? An energetic voice suddenly sounded in their heads and instantly lifted their waning spirits. They had taken turns to deal with the waves of enemies surging from the chaos since they received instructions to be on standby and had rested here for a rather long time. Ah yes. Is she like the announcer? Saying that they found the cocoon and whatnot? She's basically the messaging app.
シキちゃん。
ちょっとそんな大声を出さないで。頭が痛い。
ごめん、大丈夫？
大丈夫に決まってるでしょ。まあ兵を養うこと1000日、要は一丁にありって言うし、早く元気を出しなさい。
まさか。
うん。誰が行くのかもう決めたんでしょ。ぐずぐずしないで。もう時間がないんだから。
The Herrscher of Sentience did not say explicitly, but at that moment, the three of them could not possibly have misunderstood the incoming task. They had finally located the cocoon after much difficulty, and the final decision they needed to make was which one of them was to face the cocoon and become an artificial Herrscher of Finality. I wonder who. Whatever the case, this was at least a better approach than fusion surgeries or other methods. And so, after a short spell of silence, someone spoke. Giannis.
問題ありません。
あ？
式の律者。ブローニャたちは一緒にやり遂げます。
はい。
Together.
ケビンが終焉の力を支配できている以上、終焉の律者が一人じゃなくちゃいけないって誰が決めたの？私たちの思想空間が互いにつながっている限り、律者の権能が何人に集中しようが、そんなことは重要じゃないでしょ。
もし全てを一人に集中させなければならないというなら、私はもちろん譲れないよ。ただ、私たちはチームなんだから、もし可能であれば、みんなで一緒にこの重要な使命を果たしたいって思うのは当たり前だよね。
うん、まあいいや。私は構わないけど、権能を貸し出そうが、思想空間をつなげようが、意識の律者にとっては何も変わりはないし。だから手短に話すと、あなたたちはどうしたい？ 1,2 時間かけて深いところまで融合するとか言わないでよ。時間は有限なんだから。
それはありません。少し前の経験から見る限り、ブローニャたちが目指す状態は支配の律者と対決した時の状況に似ています。さらにはっきり言えば、キアナをみんなをつなげる媒介にするつもりです。
Just
た
like
だ
what
今
with the
回
Moon Halo.
私たち3人以外に必要なのは委員長じゃなくてあんただよ、式の律者。
勝手にすれば言ったはずだよ。時間は有限だって。先陣を切るのは誰？
期限の律者よりもっといい選択があるかしら。
It was as if they had discussed it at length. All the noise around died down. What is the authority of origin? The first Herrscher of Human clearly did not want to explain it with words. Leave the theories and facts to the textbooks. As our successors, follow the trails of our lives and the marks of our souls to find your answers. Perhaps at that time, Raiden Mei had not fully assimilated these words. But at this moment, her intuitive move had proven everything.
キアナちゃん、この刀を握って、そして目をつぶって、
What?
それから思いのままにすればいい。残りのことは私に任せて。
すべてを理解する前に、少女は奇妙な地に足を踏み入れた。頭上には綺麗な夜空ときらめく星々。足元には涼しい源、無限の東映。それは彼女が見たことのない景色だった。まるで人類が憧れる美しさをすべてここに集めたようだ。胸の鼓動を感じながら優しく導かれ、彼女は正解の奥へと出発した。時間は完全に止まっている。旅の道中で彼女は起源の律者のすべてを紐解いた。終点にたどり着き、彼女は雷の律者の本質を理解した。元凶が終わり、体が消える直前に、彼女は再びライデン・メイを知った。
Have a bonding moment here? It happened of itself in a calm way, that in the evening nighttime follows day. And it was the same with how things ended.
どうだった？
不思議な感じだったよ。まるでメイ先輩が歩んだ道をもう一度たどって、その時の感情を体験したみたいだった。
Bronya, me next, me next.
キアナちゃんの今の気分を聞いてるのよ。
もちろん最高だよ。体に101人分の力があるみたい。
大したことないじゃない。私に代わったらキアナは1001人分の力を手に入れられるよ。
キアナの人数なんてどうでもいいと思いますが、式の律者、あなたは時間が大事だと主張したじゃないですか。さあ、キアナ、始めましょう。
There were poisons so subtle that, to know their properties, one had to sicken of them. There were melodies so strange that one had to pass through them, if one sought to understand their nature. Baiju! These were the words Bronya saw in one of Dr. Einstein's books. Its author wrote mad things unfailingly, but if one read closely, they would begin to make sense.
観察することを学びたければ、混沌を直視しなければならないと言った人がいました。
だから私は両目を閉じる。
耳を傾けたければ、静寂に身を置かなければならないと言った人がいました。
だから私は雑音を遮る。
Finishing each other's
未来を知りたければ
sentences?
今を生きなければならないと言った人がいました。
だから私は地に足をつける。
すべてを手にしたければ、すべてを奪わなければならないと言った人がいました。
だから私は変わる。
もう終わりましたよ、キアナ。どうしたんですか？断りの律者の本質がこうもシンプルだったことが意外でしたか？
シンプルだったというより、あそこには何もなかったと言った方がいいかもしれないね。
ええ。断りの律者の力は、そもそも左上の楼閣。つまり数学みたいなものです。1+1 は2の証明は、ただ自然数の定義を繰り返しただけです。断りの律者も、ただ文明が進化した時の理論を自然に継承しただけなんです。ですから、断りの律者の権能を統合しても、他の律者の身には何も起こりません。それは、一般人の奇跡ですから。
でも、
大丈夫です。キアナはすでに、ウローニャの力を受け取りました。これで十分です。
それじゃ、次は私の番だよね。
確かに、キアナちゃんと式の律者が統合に成功したら、すべての律者の権能は半分が通じ合ったことになる。
つまり、それ以外の律者の権能は？
ええ、一つずつ挑む必要があるのかもしれないわ。バユが何を用意しているのかは誰にもわからないけど。
は？あなたたちバカなの？もういい。キアナ、ちゃんと立って。そこから動かないでよ。
After that, the three heard no more from the Hersher of sentience. Her silence was as abrupt as her voice.
ここは
ほら、終わったよ。ついでに瞬間移動も手伝ってくれたんだね。
Well, that's it?
どうキアナ。今のあなたには1万1人分の力があるはずだよ。
つまり私たちの剣能の統合は成功したってこと？
もちろん。
キアナとブローニャの時ですら十分早いと思いましたが、まさか式の律者の方が早いとは。
もっと早くすることもできたはずだけどね。理由について
Trying
は
to compete with
ラ
everyone.
イデン・メイ自身が一番よく知ってるでしょ。
それはここが数十億の意識が織りなす巨大な網で、あなたが意識の律者だからなの。
は？ライデン・メイ、とぼけてるの？あなたがついでにやれと頼んだんじゃない。今はそれをわざと聞くわけ？どういうつもり？
え、何？
あなたの律者の権能が他のすべての律者の権能を通じ合わせることじゃなければ、あなたたちがさっき言ってたあいつらが四方八方から襲ってくることもないはずでしょ。
What?
ここは
駅？
Same
メイメイ
place?
さんはこの場所を知ってるんですか？
さっきこの空間で起源の律者の権能を手に入れたんでしょ。悪いけど権能と意識の律者を統合させたからね。あなたたちの考えは筒抜けだよ。
式の律者、自分で説明できるわ。
No. Well, just link the minds together and they don't have to explain it to each
起
other.
源の律者と関係があるの。この前、いわゆるバックドアを探してた時、ビーコンは私をここに導いた。でもさっきの状況は完全に逆で、まだ探してないのに向こうから目の前に現れたの。終焉の眉のシグナルはすでに暴かれてる。だからこれはつまり、私たち、あるいはこの中の誰かが終焉の律者になるまであと一歩のところに来てる。
分かりきってることじゃない。さっきから言ってるけど、様々な律者の権能はすでに四方八方から集まってきてる。ライデン・メイ、本当に何も知らないの？
起源の権能が一体何なのかは本当にまだわからないの。ただ直感で動いてるだけ。結果はあなたたちも知っての通りよ。
でもうまくいきすぎじゃない？過去の敵の律者コアを一つずつ探して戦って権能を集める必要があるんじゃないかって思ってたんだけどな。
同感です。今の状況から言うと、そもそも律者自体に対する認識が大きくずれてるのかもしれません。
待って、だったらこの前ってもしかしたらミスってたんじゃない？覚えてる？最初私たちはあるエネルギーを追って進んでた。今思い返せば私たちが追ってたエネルギーはメイ先輩のものと全然違ってたでしょ？
そうみたいね。今考えてみれば、あの時の私が追ってたのはケビンの影で、あなたたちが追ってたのは起源、つまり私だった。
だから一部の出来事はたまたまなんかじゃなくて、
願えば叶うって話だったのね。現状を変えたい。早くみんなと合流したい。キアナちゃんを助けたい。不可能なことを可能にしたい。小さな願い一つ一つが私が前へ前へと進むための力になってる。その願いを一箇所に集めれば、もしかしたら権能になるのかもしれないわ。
もし本当にそうなったらロマンスの権能と言うべきだね。
あなたたちは。
ここで一旦水を差すべきかな。
式の律者、何があったの？
King, you guys a room.
ライデン・メイとブローニャはまだ見えてる？
I'll take that as a no.
私は誰も見えなくなった。みんなと連絡が取れる？
動かないで、目をつぶって。
Teleport.
あなたたち運がいいね。
キアナちゃん。
メイ先輩、ブローニャ、私は大丈夫だよ。でも一体何があったの？
わからない。推測するとしたらマユがすでに力を発揮しているのかもしれない。キアナちゃんはまださっきの駅にいるの？
そうだよ。
それはもしかしたら終焉の眉がキアナを選んだのかもしれません。
Kun chose her.
でもここには霧くらいしかないんだよ。どうすればいいんだろう。
Let's go forward.
式の律者、ちょっと手伝ってくれる？
もう乗りかかった船だし、遠慮する必要なんてないよ。
ありがとう。今感じたんだけど、すべての律者の意志と力がキアナちゃんのいる方向へと集まっているようなの。それを見分けて、その中に潜む危険を排除してほしい。
それってつまり数人分の律者の意識に私一人で抗えってこと？やった
ー。できないなら無理は言わないわ。
If you
それ
can't
で
do
も
it.
私とブローニャちゃんは自分の意識をそこに投影させる。
Taunting
なん
her?
とかキアナちゃんのために空間を安定させたいから。
ちょっと意識の律者を見くびってない？たかが死んだ数人の律者の意識に抗うだけで？生きてるあなたたちだって別に怖くなんかないよ。
さすが式の律者ですね。
でもこの状況で意識を投影させるなんて危ないんじゃ。
能動的か受動的かの違いしかないわ。この白い霧はキアナちゃん以外の全ての律者を見分けてる。だから私たちはもう一度吸い込まれるかもしれない。それともすでに終焉の力をコントロールする方法を見つけたから私たちの助けなんてもういらないって言いたいの？
わかった。みんなとケビンを対等にすることが私の責任だって言うなら、もちろん助けを断ったりはしないよ。
その言葉を待ってました。キアナ、まずは目の前の霧を払ってあげます。
でもそうしたら私たちの間にあるつながりが一時的に途切れるかもしれないよ。
ええ、心の準備をしておいて、キアナちゃん。
始めますよ。
霧、確かにちょっと薄くなってるみたいだね。メイ先輩、
TV.
ブローニャ、式の律者。
Zenless Zone Zero? Hello, time to watch some
こ
TV.
の剣能は新色の律者のものかな。
Hershey of Corruption.
なるほど。以前起源の律者に倒されたんだね。あんたの願いは理解したよ、新色の律者。あんたに証明してみせる。どんなものが永遠に存在すべきで永遠に存在できるのかを。大丈夫。これはみんなが私のために作ってくれたチャンス。今回だけじゃない。十数年前にパパたちと出会った時からすでにこの道を歩んでる。
So freaking bright.
ここは
Wendy!
ここは私たち3人が初めて律者を迎え撃った戦場。
Was she actually a Hershey?
そして悲劇の舞台でもあった。ウェンディ、あの時ブローニャに伝えられなかった言葉はもう届いてるよ。 あんたは優しくて強い女の子だってみんな知ってるから。今こうしてるのはみんなの幸せが律者の力よりもっともっと大事だからだよ。
Nice.
懐かしいね。あんたのものだよね。説得できなかったけど、あの時あんたは私に自分の選んだ道を歩くように言ってくれたよね。
Void.
あんたは結果しか認めなかった。私はそれが全てじゃないって思ってるけど、確かに結果にも大事な意味がある。イッヒ・リーベ・ディッヒ。花はやっぱりいい香りがするよね。
Ich liebe
セシリア
dich.
ママ。長空詞。
Nagazora.
こ
Herrscher
こで
Thunder.
私はメイ先輩やブローニャと出会った。幸せなことも悲しいこともたくさんあった。すべてが終わったらみんなと一緒に長空市に帰ってみよう。その時この都市は別の顔に生まれ変わるのかもしれない。
Herrscher of Ice.
ここはメイ先輩とお姉ちゃんが
Well, you know, Cocolia.
見届けた物語だよね。運命のいたずらに翻弄された人たちに安らかな眠りを。たとえ悲劇が避けられないものだとしても、私たちはずっと戦い続けていく。
But Herrscher of Earth.
あ、大巨山だ。いろいろあったけど、四季の律者はもうすっかり頼もしい仲間だよね。
I never saw this at Mount Taishuan.
ずっと引きずってる問題は、
Her weapons.
もう答えを探す必要はないでしょ。あんたは不可じゃない。不可になる必要なんてないんだから。
You're your own person. Well, Herrscher, but you know.
この扉の裏はここなんだね。
No. Oh, this.
終焉の眉、どんどん近くなっています。
This tripwires?
心配しないで。キアナちゃんはもう光だけを追いかける子じゃないわ。
She left a weapon here. Oh, this is Otto's church.
「今のあなたは他人を照らす炎を、耐えられない過去も
あなたの力にしかなりません。
Color. It's Alicia's place. Wait a minute. Someone's wishing? Someone got a 5-star. It's just like Moon Halo.
次は本当に終点です。
I never noticed she has little crowns on her shoes. Is that an eyeball? It's moving around like an eyeball. Ah. Is that the cocoon of finality? Is that it? Okay. After stepping into the clear light, the girls finally reached the cocoon of finality. And also arrived in front of him. Him? Kevin's here. The hell is that? He didn't say a word, but still a question echoed in their minds. It reminded Mei of when she faced the wheel of Honkai. But this was different. See braids? Is this White Comet Kiana? Who are you? Not you, Raiden Mei. Not you, Bronya Zaichik.
私はキアナカスラナ。普通のバルキリーだよ。そしてオットーによって作られた実験体 K423 でもある。さらにシーリン、彼女の延長とも言える。もちろんそれよりも私はジークフリートの娘、テレサの姪、デュランダルの妹、姫子先生の生徒、メイ先輩やブローニャ、委員長たちの友達、そしてケビンの後継者。
Why did you come?
それは理由を聞いてるの？それとも私の願いのこと？
Both.
遠い昔の私の願いはパパを見つけることだった。
Well, you found him.
聖フレイヤ学園に入学してからの私の願いは最強の S 級バルキリーになること。
Well, yeah,
学校を離れてた間の私の願いは
that.
時間を戻すこと。今の
We
私の
can't turn
願
back
い
time,
は
we can stop it.
この完璧じゃない物語を少しでも完璧に近づけることだよ。昔の人々が熟食を手に入れ、猛獣から身を守るために 火を起こすことを学んだように、今の苦境を解決し、早く願いを叶えるために、私はあんたのところに来た。時間の尺を伸ばせたら、火も終焉の力も、最終的には日常生活で最も普通で、どこでも見られる一部になる。そして人類の生活も、そのおかげで未来へと足を踏み入れる。私がやらなければならないのは、木を切り裂く稲妻になることだけ。そして枯れた木に灯った火種で人類が何をなすのかを楽しみにしよう。
Why do you want to do this? I didn't know it was a whale. It's
あ
making
ん
whale
たのなぜ
noises.
には2つの問いがあるんだね。正直その質問は、行動してる人間であれば誰もあんまり深く考えてないはずだよ。答えはずっと彼らの目に見える、手が届くところにあるんだから。この世界が私を育ててくれたから、私の前にも世界を美しくするために、助けてくれた人に幸せを与えるために進み続けた人がいたから、彼らが私に強さと根気を教えてくれた。彼らが私に前へと進む勇気をくれた。彼らが私に愛とは、美しさとは何かを教えてくれた。そして彼らが今まで私のそばにいてくれた。その中の一部は互いを知らず会ったことすらないかもしれない。でも彼らに助けてもらったことがないって誰が言えるの？だから今日ここに来てあんたの前に立つのが私じゃなくても、きっと他の人が現れて彼らのためにここに来るんだと思う。そしてその人も今の私と全く同じ意志を見せるんじゃないかな。世界は私たちに命を授けてくれた。しかしそれを燃やすことでしか私たちは自分の価値を表せない。
There was a brief silence. Then he asked the last question. What question is that?
決まってるでしょ。
Of course, I'm willing to fight for all that is beautiful in the world. Why am I saying that? He took a step forward. Wait a minute. He stood still. Wait a minute. He took a step forward, smiling without any reply. And the moment he stood still, it's a reflection. Something rushed into the body, resonating through the mind.
やっぱりあんたはただの鏡なんだね。
Mirror.
あるいはあんたは私。
Oh yeah, I knew it.
真の自分と向き合う。これが終焉を継承する資格なのかな。
Didn't you do that
どうや
ages ago?
らやっとケビンと同じスタートラインに立てたみたいだね。彼のやり方は盗みに近かったけど、マユはそれでも彼のことを認めた。それと同時に私たちの中から勝者が誕生することも期待してた。それなら見事に勝ってみせなきゃ。
もちろん私たちはケビンと同じくそれぞれの時代を代表してるんでしょうね。様々な偶然を経て普通の人よりも一歩前へ出て運命のスポットライトの下に来た。私たちは律者になったけど、それでも人間のままなの。これからしなければならないことは人類の意志を貫き門番との最後の戦いに挑む。
人間は真理を求める種族です。誰もが真理を追い求める中で成長していきます。確かにブローニャたちは過ちを犯し道を踏み外してしまいます。でも人類の意志もまさにそこに現れるのです。過ちを犯しても直せばいい。 道を踏み外しても引き返せばいい。過去の罪を変えられなくても今を生きていればまた明日を作り出すことができます。
起源はある種の終わり、終焉もある種の始まり。
Wait, isn't that the
真理で
opposite?
も永遠にはなれません。真理を求める過程こそが永遠になるのです。
Why isn't she talking? It's not a game between Kevin and us. It's humanity's fight against fate. Why didn't she voice that? From the past, through the present, to the future. Was that not voiced? Or maybe they need more time to actually say the words. Something like that. The world had flipped open a new page, and the Earth's destiny would soon experience unprecedented changes. But before that, there must be someone to recall the past, recall the beginning of everything. For example, a story.
私がかつて読んだ夢の中にこういうシーンがあったの。それはとある晴れた朝のことだった。作家を目指す男の子とヒロインになりたい女の子は芝生で物語を作るゲームをしてた。男の子は長い間考えてやっと物語の始まりを書いたけど、どうすれば女の子に進めてもらえるかわからなかった。そして彼はこう聞いたの。もし真っ暗な洞窟に閉じ込められたらどうやって脱出する？女の子はこう答えた。大声で助けを呼んで洞窟の外にいる人に助けてもらう。そして男の子はまた聞いた。もしそれが夜で洞窟の外に誰もいなかったとしたら、
How about you trying
女
to
の子
save
は
yourself?
少し考えて、そして答えた。そうしたら松明を作って自分で出ていく。
But it's dark,
そ
how
れ
you
は
make a
うまくい
torch?
きすぎだなと男の子はつぶやいた。そして彼は自分が読んだ物語を真似て女の子に新たな障害を設けた。もし洞窟の外に大きなドラゴンがいたらと彼は言った。そうしたらその子が夢を見てる間にお尻に火をつけるよ。女の子は元気いっぱいに手にした枝を振り回した。驚いてどいてくれたら家に帰れる。男の子は驚いてこう言った。てっきりかと思った。女の子は真面目に答えた。そんなことはしないよ。洞窟に閉じ込めたのは
Yeah, it's
ドラ
not
ゴン
the
じゃな
dragon's
いかも
fault.
しれないでしょ。それにもしかしたらその洞窟はその子の家なのかもしれないし。
But burning its bottom?
男の子は
Come on, man.
物思いにふけった。彼らのゲームはここで終わった。面白い
Might
ゲ
be a bit
ーム
rude.
でしょ。でも人はそれぞれ違う。だからこそ私もとても気になるの。物語が終盤に入り、ヒロインである女の子が松明を手にして巨竜と対峙した時、あなたは彼女にどうしてほしい？どんな結末が見たい？
To get the treasure of the dragon
任務完
and
了。
become the dragon's friend and ride the dragon out of the cave and into destiny itself. I'll save this for next time. Or can I do? Nah, I don't think I can do it here now. It'll take too long. Yeah, I'm just gonna do some more of Terry's adventures. All right. Terry's a magical quest. Path forward. I'll do path forward later. Once I get through some of this. Oh, I get a magic weapon. All right, this one I am just gonna use my mouse. It's just easier. All right. What's Ice doing here? And another magical creature in the way? Leave it to me. Leave it to who? trees. Cannot move or fall. Be part of a match once to Thor. Okay. Gotta match them to Thor. I see. Wait, what? Where'd he go? Oh, well, whatever. Upgrades a basic gem to a skill gem. Holy shit! Where is it? Yes! How do I put it in my thing again? Task squad? Or maybe it's before I actually go into a battle or something like that. How's this? Turn limit 10. Alright. Shit! Oh, well, whatever. Match gems on grassy tiles to remove the grass. Remove all grass within a turn limit to win. I see. This one. And that's it. Okay. Give me that transmute. Hey. It's for Brony. Okay. Is this all for Brony? Hera hunt, sorcery. Okay, now. I'm just getting everything for Brony. Anyway, it's continue forward. Let's replace one of these. I don't need health. Fuck that shit. Give me a wand. Yeah. What does it do again? Upgrades a basic gem to a skill gem. Destroys one gem. Based on strength and magic combined. Anyway. Oh shit! I thought I'd just randomly apply it. Oh well, whatever. Really? Froze the entire thing? Dang. If I do this on this, what would happen? Ineffective. Alright, well, what about this? Okay. Task squad. I can level up. Level 10. Alright, Crescent Moon, 8. Do I have someone helping? She's always giving me great ideas. Now let's go to the Lavina library. Delta pulled out a small paper booklet that opened up to a giant map. There was bright red writing on the crisp coated paper. It led straight to the Lavina Lavinia Library. I've marked it there. This is the fastest route.
Can't go that way. If you don't know, Boulder Guardians block every intersection between Lone Star City and Crescent Moon District. This way won't be any different. What are Boulder Guardians? Sounds like someone isn't prepared.
The hacker grinned, and with a wave of her hand brought up a hologram screen.
Let's take a look. Oh, it belongs to the Magic Security Bureau and is made of stone. Whether or not we carry a Lone Star City entry and exit permit decides if it'll give us any trouble.
Is that why you issued the commission, Miss Terry Terry? Because you don't have the permit?
Yes, I haven't graduated from the Magic Academy yet, and I don't have a way to get past the Boulder Guardians.
So you hired us to clear the way?
No way! Those Guardians are property of the Magic Security Bureau. If we did that, we'd be wanted for sure. And they're not out to hurt anyone. They just keep out anyone or anything that doesn't have a permit. I was hoping you could find a way to avoid them. They're big and there's a lot of them. Once they spot us, it'll be hard to get rid of them. Like right now.
No words are coming out. What is she doing?
Darn it! It's Boulder Guardian helpers!
During the conversation, a number of smaller stone golems had moved into position to capture the 5.
Did they think they were smaller and slower? We wouldn't notice them?
But they sure are determined to keep us away. You have to give them that.
Big or small, aim for the head and they'll take care of things.
Oh, that's what these... Gravel dwarf. I was wondering what the hell these things were. Wombo combo. What? Cannot move in 4... within 4 adjacent tiles. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, I was just gonna move that. There we go. Alright, let's break these. Easy.
This is getting worse and worse. Strong waves of magic, even stronger than what I felt in the city center earlier.
As soon as she had said that, the debris in front of her began to gather together into the form they were before, completely blocking the way.
If we keep fighting, we're going to draw the Boulder Guardians' attention like Miss Terry Terry said.
Or Terry said. Terry.
No, we can't put this off any longer. I don't really want to use it, but it'll be even more trouble if I don't.
Terry lowered her head and began rummaging through her bag filled with potions and ingredients. A few green lizard tails fell out, a large price to pay, but Terry was focused.
Terry, your snake tail fell on the ground.
She flicked her wrist, cutting through the small golems and handing the tail to Terry.
Huh? Thank you. But this is a green lizard tail. Did you get them by yourself? No, I bought them from the magic potion store. I wouldn't be able to catch a lizard of this size. Green lizards only live outside Crescent Moon City. They grow well in sparsely populated areas. So there are ingredient hunters who go outside the city to get green lizards. Oh, now that sounds like fun. From the look of it, you'd like to try?
Brony grimaced without a sneer and selected search on the hollow projection.
Only when the lizard feels completely safe will it shed its tail. If the tail is taken by force, not only will it be incomplete, it will have a negative effect on the potion. Therefore, this is best left to shopkeepers that are enthusiasts. So the green lizards are delivered to the store live? Of course. But you said Boulder Guardians keep away anyone or thing that doesn't have a permit. So how are green lizards allowed to enter Crescent Moon City? The hunters have permits, so they bring them in with them. Wait, Brony, you're not thinking what I'm thinking. What? You're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
What? Smuggle ourselves out? As green lizards?
Yep. You've got a plan? Well, let's not waste time then. Let's go somewhere quiet to hear what brilliant idea you have.
Delta raised her greatsword high in the air, gathering up a gust of wind and knocking down the magical creatures that had formed.
Come with me.
Didn't expect this area in that fantastical land of Terrifi's magical adventure.
What is this? A staring contest, Brony? If you've got an issue with being a stowaway, you can always leave.
Are you sure this is how you want to avoid the Boulder Guardians, hacker?
Does it not sit well with you? This is the only way, and being smuggled isn't going to be as easy as you think. Even with my intelligence, I can only find information on trucks leaving Crescent Moon District. It's not that I can't find out anything else, but that nothing else is there. But that nothing else is there. This is the Magic Security Bureau's doing. Is it for the same reason that magic can trick cameras? If so, this won't be something science can solve.
But the more secretive the security bureau is about cargo shipments, the more you can prove how accurate your guess about the scope of the permit is.
But a hypothesis isn't any good unless it can be tested. Huh, then why do you look so confident? Because I have outside help I can count on. Take a look for yourself.
Her drone responded to her voice command, and the image of a young girl appeared before them.
Brony, are you in trouble again? I'm only allowed to call when I'm in trouble.
Can I? Yeah.
Besides, if I was really in trouble, I wouldn't go telling you and have you get on my case, would I? Well then, thanks for calling. Hold on, Venerable Master Kongming. Don't get angry. There's something I really have to talk to you about. If I recall, when you were drifting around following commissions, you just up and left with that woman and didn't even come to me for advice. It sounds like the enlightened Master Kongming is upset with me, so I'll just go and keep my thoughts to myself.
Now she's actually getting angry. Miss Brony, how can you expect Master Kongming to help us without understanding our situation?
That's right. After all, the situation is pretty complex. It's not something just anyone would be able to solve.
Stroking her ego. But I did have a new idea just now.
What? You had an idea this whole time? Stop being all secretive, Rosemary, and tell us.
It'd be my pleasure. Interject. Just then, Master Kongming opened her mouth.
Brony. I didn't tell you my plan and you're already so sure hers is better? Oh, a generous Master Gong Ming. You're willing to help? Alright already. Tell me all about it. With your help, this will be a cinch.
Brony winked at Rita and quickly walked Master Kongming through what had happened.
The enemy is many, while I am few. The enemy is obvious, while I am hidden. Regardless, this one should be easy to solve. I thought about using a truck carrying live animals to leave town unseen, but the specific information we would need has been hidden by the Security Bureau. And that's why you came to me?
She began reluctantly planning the next move from thousands of miles away for the 5 on the chessboard they had put before her.
Any questions about what I just said? You've made it as clear as can be. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, there is one thing. Here, how's our friend doing? Things are stable. It doesn't seem like there will be anything to worry about for now. Thanks for your help, Master Kongmi. We'll finish up here as quickly as we can and come join you. And who knows, maybe when our friend's eyes open again, everything will be solved. I hope so. A transport we can use is going to cross 42nd Street in as soon as an hour. We need to make sure we're ready before then. One more thing. Whatever's on that transport, don't disturb it, or you might catch the Boulder Guardian's attention. And need no talking to Rita. You'll have the most skills out of any of you.
You're too kind. The only thing I'm good at is getting a certain young girl to talk.
Rita, you...
Thank you for your help, Master Gongming. I'll pick up the nicest violin I can find in the city for you, before coming back as a thank you for answering our questions so quickly.
Well then, I'll leave you to it. Get back here soon, for my sake. Seeing as how a certain someone doesn't like the cold either.
Venture in the deepest part of charge, limited emblem and uncut crystals. Okay, yes. Tower of Horror. Oh, this. Yes. Yes. No. Alright, moving on. Crescent Moon District Key. Oh, it's the same shit. We need the key and the treasure is yours. I'll take it. Where's the key? Get the key, make the key fall to the bottom, turn limit to win. Alright, alright. Yep. Alright, alright. Yeah, that's good enough, right? 4 moves. Oh, well, whatever. Transmutation. Oh, wait, sorcery? Dang it. Pretty much brony all the way, but no, it makes sorcery. Maybe I should switch to Teddy. Because she can actually do more damage here. District 9, Teddy D. Select. Quick, before the convoy leaves town, we need to catch it. This street is starting to get busy. It'll go down the main road through the city center. Within 15 minutes, the road will be packed with people.
That's perfect now. The crowds will offer cover. Teriri, keep up. You're all running so fast. Long road. Running too much. All in one day.
Terry Reese stopped, physically exhausted and grasping a nearby fence post as she gasped for air.
Sorry. I'm really...
Her remaining strength was entirely directed towards her heavy breathing, the noises from the street echoing in her ears.
It's too much. Can't keep my head down. I feel like I'm going to faint.
Terry Reese struggled to lift her head, only to see the terrified faces of the crowd before her. Ah! The screen! It's about to fall! It's going to fall! Suddenly, something fell into the middle of the road, bursting into thousands of pieces that flew in all directions. The shockwave hit Terry Reese's face, rubbing her skin until it felt sore. Immediately after, the crowd began to flee in a panic. Run! The cable's falling too! Duck and cover!
This isn't good. My body can't do it. Oh no, it's happening again. Just like how I got injured and lost. Why is it always like this?
Don't be afraid, Miss Terry. She was suddenly surrounded by a warm embrace. There was a slightly bitter aroma from Rita's body that set her at ease.
Rita, how did you...
I accepted your commission, so it's my duty to protect you until we reach Lavinia Library. Hold on to me. We're getting out of here. Her violet scythe cut through the air in one beautiful arc after another, leaving their enemies behind them. What enemies? Are they cutting through the civilians? The bystanders? We're safe now. Miss Terry, is your leg hurt? Can you still stand?
I'm good. All thanks to you.
You reacted so quickly. I wasn't trying to intentionally get in your way either. As they tended to Teriri, Kasumi surveyed the wreckage. What do you think, Kasumi? Judging by the parts on the screen, it was still quite new. The bracket that holds it also shows no sign of rust or corrosion. Something is fishy about this. The four of us were with Teriri the whole time, watching her closely. Except when we got to the main road and were separated from Teriri by the crowd. She was out of our sight for less than a minute, but in that time there was an accident out of nowhere. Almost as if it was directed at her.
At me?
It's just a hunch. To completely rule out that this was a man-made accident, I'd need to look more closely at where the screen and column connect.
No, don't waste your time. Lately my luck has been awful. I've gotten used to it by now.
Alright, be right back. Alright.
That's right. You said something similar when we first met. At that time, I had a feeling it was something more than just bad luck.
The search for clues amid the debris was futile, but Kasumi's remark about the column caught Brony and Delta's attention, as the three of them looked in unison. Rita gazed over at Teriri's increasingly pale face. She moved over to her side and gently took her by the shoulders, interrupting the conversation the three were having. If this is going to be a concern, then we'll just have to stick more closely to Teriri. And our immediate goal is to get to the transport. We have less than 10 minutes.
That won't work. Things have changed. The accident was too close to 42nd Street, so the transport dispatch just rerouted it to the 43rd. They will just have to run an extra mile. More running?
Before she could even move, Delta began carrying the bewildered Teriri with the help of 2 of the drones.
Delta, you can't run anymore, right? I'm pretty quick, so make sure to hold on. Hey, I'll leave the fighting to you guys. Wait, that street is... Another top 10 neighborhoods to avoid due to beast infestation. How'd you know?
Well, it seems like they all need to be avoided. Any 4s? No, I don't notice anything. Oh well, whatever. Let's get started with some of this. This. I'm gonna say nothing's really popping up. Wait, what? Fire! Son of a bitch. Use magic. The damage. Alright. Go to this and do that. Oh, just when I got my ult. We made it. The transport is up ahead.
We all need to make sure to jump on the same car. On my mark.
Wait. That smell.
3, 2, 1, jump.
As soon as she finished counting, they jumped and immediately hid in the pitch black of the car. Honk, honk, honk. The frightened passengers frantically flapped their wings in desperate protest. Is it transporting chickens? Geese. Okay. It just had to be geese.
Whoa, it's crowded in here.
Miss Terry, please let go of my ears. You have a pair of your own.
So this was your bright idea, Brony? Achoo! Each truck has a permit. Achoo! The sound and smell of the geese will cover our tracks perfectly. There's gotta be a better way now.
This is the plan for now, but if there's an issue with the permits, we can always switch to my plan.
I'm all ears, achoo.
Let's have Miss Terry help you stop sneezing first. Before we get to the Boulder Guardians, we're going to have to make peace with our fellow passengers. Passengers, getting. There's ailments for 4 random gems. It's useful, I guess. More useful than a rubber mallet. Mistakes, stargazing. Let's get that holy spring water. Yes. In the darkness, Rita began to soothe each of the geese. After a while, Rita was able to calm down all the geese. Only a few let out a honk now and again, looking for more pets. Looking for more pets? Oh. She's petting them. And they're the one that's honking. I thought the transport was honking.
Terry, your ointment really works. My nose doesn't itch anymore. What is this medicated cream made of? It's smooth and cool and feels refreshing on the skin. It's made from spicy mint leaves and cool toad secretions.
Oh. Cool toad secretions.
Toad secretions.
Brony endured her disgust, and in the end, to cease the endless sneezing, she did not wipe the cream away. Terry was strangely silent.
Miss Terry, do you feel well? Unwell?
No.
Then, are you worried about the journey ahead?
A little. After all, we might only be halfway there.
Rita wanted to inquire more, but she quickly realized that the girl before her might have detected danger through sheer instinct and had not understood the real threat she would face.
You must be tired. You can lean on me and rest for a bit.
Rita carefully placed the goose she had just put to sleep aside and slowly put her arm around Terry's shoulder. Honk, 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 honk.
Thank you, Rita. Ah.
An abrupt jerk caused Terry to hit her head against the side of the car.
Huh? Why did the car accelerate suddenly? Something's wrong. This should be a smooth highway. Is something wrong with the road surface, or is it the car?
Honk, 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 honk. As the jerking got more intense, the locks on the car began to loosen. The passengers that had just fallen asleep jolted awake, flapping their wings in dissatisfaction and boisterously rushed towards the doors. Finally, because of the persistent geese, the door swung open and the group on the car was pushed out by the flock of geese. It wasn't easy to get out from the crowd. After some struggling, the girls finally managed to stand on their feet.
Phew, how thrilling.
Are we really so unlucky?
The previous smooth tiled floor had strangely cracked open and became rocky. And the battered car, along with its empty cargo compartment, had unsteadily driven away from this bumpy road. The quakes below their feet grew stronger. Evidently, something huge was approaching.
What can we do? Can we hide from it?
To think that we forgot to check the traffic conditions before a stargazing trip.
What terrible luck. You're so close to getting out of town. I'm sorry that I pulled everyone into this mess.
Don't worry, Miss Terry. The Boulder Guardian will chase all unauthorized living creature away. At least this statement is true. We've partly succeeded. You'll find out later. Right now, it looks like there is nothing we can do. We can't complete your request.
I've got an idea that requires everyone's help.
Get to the point.
Simply put, I need everyone to attack and hold back the Boulder Guardian while chasing all the geese toward it. While the Boulder Guardian is busy bringing the geese back to Crescent Moon City, we can sneak in. Of course, during this process, please be gentle with the geese.
You're amazing, Rita. This way I can help too. I have a medicine that can make animals get rowdy. I'm sure it'll be a pain for the Boulder Guardian. On this topic, what were you intending to do with that medicine?
Just in case, please keep that medicine away from me. Time is ticking. Let's leave the small talk for later. Everyone, time to move. The girls moved according to plan, after Rita spoke. Kasumi remained silent along the entire way. At this moment, she was quietly adhering to the plan, focusing on the geese that were fluttering in the air, carefully predicting their next move. But Brony was still wary of her.
She trying to avoid attracting our attention?
The priestess named Kasumi slowly crouched down and leapt up. Immediately after.
What a jump! It's as if she had prosthetic modifications.
I still remember that when we first encountered her. Over in Ark City. Well, me, you know. But unlike other
prosthetic users, there aren't any potholes when she lands on the ground.
Brony, who was setting up drones, unconsciously closed her eyes as she tried to catch the fleeting silhouette deep in her memories. Oh, is she beginning to remember? Oh, take this. Did it do anything? I mean, surely it did, right?
You'd have thought that this would really work.
Oh yeah, I was fighting a bold guy. Kind of forgot about that.
The Boulder Guardian cannot multitask, so definitely get rid of the bigger group of trespassers first. Once he's free, he realized that we're the real troublemakers. Ha! Well done.
Thank you for the compliment, Miss Delta. I'm truly happy that we can put our prejudice aside and work together.
Huh? Who said I was complimenting you? And I don't remember working together. We didn't even need your help. Kasumi and I would be... Huh?
If you're looking for that priestess comrade of yours, Miss Brony seemed to have something to tell her in private. You shouldn't interrupt them. She emphasized on the word priestess, winking at Delta with a mysterious smile.
Oh, are we dropping our pretenses now? Fine by me.
She tightened her grip on her greatsword and suddenly lowered her center of gravity. You jest, Miss Delta. We're allies now. Naturally, we won't break our promise. Don't worry. Miss Brony knows her limits. She simply has some secrets that she doesn't wish for others to know. It won't affect our plans later. More important, we should take care of our client, right? More importantly.
Huh? I'm fine. You can take your time.
She saw the look of terror on Terry's face as she cowered in a corner and finally put her blade away.
Don't let me catch you trying anything funny. I won't hesitate to swing my sword at you. As you wish.
The one that showed her an exit. The exit. Kasumi.
You're not going to ask what I want to talk about?
I'll talk if there's a need to.
Then, it is indeed time to talk.
The sound of a gun loading replaced her voice, and the black barrel gave off a silent intimidation.
I thought we were partners, at least for now.
But the priestess at the other end of the gun showed no signs of anxiety. That made Brony feel rather frustrated.
I've said it before, I can't work with someone who hides her own identity. It's more dangerous to leave my back to a complete stranger than to face any enemy.
The fox-eared priestess looked down and pondered seriously. So you mean that Miss Rita is the only person you'll leave your back to? The only one worthy of being your reliable partner? The experienced hacker staggered for a moment, as she couldn't tell if the priestess was being sarcastic or if she was bringing up a strange topic to distract her. Sorry, I was merely saying them what I thought. I don't mean to offend. Yet it was true that the other party was simply sincere. That made Brony even more troubled, and she pressed her gun closer to the priestess.
What are you really after?
We accepted Miss Terry's request after all, that's all.
But you're hiding something.
Like I said, I don't have a reason to get into a conflict with you.
What if I do?
The gun barrel was practically pressed against the priestess's head, yet, rather than the threat of the weapon, the hacker's burning fury was more intrusive. I only came to complete my mission, nothing else, but... She slowly pulled out her weapon to block the hostile hacker. I must admit that there are times when this is a more efficient way of communication. Oh, nice. Germ transmutation. Wow, I'm okay. Come on, another sorcery. Oh my god. You want me to use Hex or you want me to use Terry? Dang it. Maybe I'll use Brony. Wait, level 8 Brony? Why is there a level 8 Brony? What?
Looks like we both have secrets, ninja. Huh, finally showing your true colors, ninja.
Even her form. What, 9,000?
I'm sorry, I don't want to fight, but I can't sit back and do nothing either. So, pardon me.
Oh, nice. Ultimatum. Doesn't really hurt. Nice. That's what you love to see. Alright, we can use this to break them, right? Nope. It doesn't work that way. Shit. Oh, whatever. I need to do something like this, and this. frozen, huh? Doesn't matter to me. Wait, what? Where'd she go? We could still be fighting more. B. That's enough.
You didn't dish out your full strength. Do you not see me as a worthy opponent, or is it because you want to hide your abilities and wait for an opportunity to ambush us?
I don't wish for either of us to get hurt. At least for now. We are still partners.
You still have the audacity to say that? You changed your appearance and stand boldly before me, lying about how you want to complete the mission together. Are you taunting me? Or is this another scheme of yours?
It's true that I want to complete this mission together. It's also true that I changed my appearance to avoid any unnecessary troubles. I hid it simply because I didn't want our past relationship to sabotage our current situation. But too late!
Enough of your pretentious excuses. Where is the light curtain's core?
Light curtain. It's been a while. My apologies, but I have reasons why I cannot disclose that.
You can't disclose the most important information? Fine. To be honest, I'm more concerned about another issue. What do you intend to use the light curtain's core for?
Confidential.
Don't you say can't disclose that just yet. I've hacked into your ship's communication channel before and managed to get a small piece of information. That fellow is called Ferryman, right? You have a commendable encryption system, but it's nothing to me. Looking at what I analyzed from that message, you guys are planning something rather amazing. Back then in Arc City, I gave you the light curtain's core in exchange of a way to leave the bubble universe. But back then, you hid something from me, just like you're doing so now. By using a large amount of energy, you can connect their corresponding bubble universes with the Ether Anchor as a platform. Can you explain more about this statement?
I'm sorry, but I cannot say more.
Since you can't say more, let me continue for you. According to my deductions, you guys are collecting these things called Ether Anchor, and the light curtain's core we had in the bubble universe is one of them. If I'm right, you came to this bubble universe for the same thing, right? Which means your plan will fail if we interrupt your operation, or even take that item before you.
You stand to gain nothing from that.
Your dissatisfaction is my best reward.
You didn't come here for this. What are you guys up to then?
I'm sorry, but I cannot say more.
The atmosphere between the two remained tense and aggressive. After some time, the ninja was the first to keep her weapon away. We should return. We still have to complete Miss Terry's request.
You're so inflexible. I once wondered if you were like Rosemary, the type who to hide things from others. But now it looks like you just don't know how to speak.
It's true that many have said that I'm not good with words, but it won't affect our mission, so you don't have to worry.
I feel much better after saying all that. Rather putting up pretenses, I prefer when we're both honest with each other. Looks like we still need to continue traveling together, for now.
I intended to do so from the start.
Then, a pleasure working with you.
What was that a question? What was that a question? Anyway, past forged. Is it still 120? 180 now. Maybe, you know what? I'll end it here. Next time, I'll do the other part of the story, and then I'll do this if I have time. Can you level up? Nope. Top pick. Don't mind if I do. Alright. Ooh, I could get the blue, but there's no blue. What happens if I do this? Nothing. This? Nope. Huh. Yeah. Where's my ult? Man. They should have added explosions to this, so makes it more interesting, you know. Oh, I could do this. Yeah, let's do it. Man, didn't get an ult. Useless. Well, whatever. Okay. Well, that be that. Yeah. Check by next time, and I'll do chapter 35. Well, finish. Not finish. This might take a while. But this one did go up by a bit quicker. I'm not sure about these ones. These ones are a bit big. I'm not sure what that means, but probably means they're longer. So this whole section 10 to 15 might take like just straight up 3 hours. And this part would just be a little movie in the aftermath, so that won't take too long. So maybe I can finish that off the next stream. Stream afterwards I could do chapter 2 of Terry's Magical Quest. Maybe even chapter 3, because it would have came out by then. Alright, I guess I'll leave you guys here. Got nothing. So yeah. Anyways, peach.